Hey everyone, Mango7Roll here. How we doing today? Welcome to another episode of basically just gacha games, which is my life lately. I'm playing 7-ish active gacha games, like completing everything in them as much as I can every single day. And I'm really enjoying every single one of them right now. And a lot of you are always wondering why I play certain games, maybe how much I play them, what I like about them. And that's kind of what I want to explain here. So maybe if you're a little mad at Epic 7 right now, if you're out of stamina, if you're looking for something to pick up, even if it's only for a couple minutes a day, I've got your back, and hopefully this list is good for you. So to start things off, in the description below, there are links to all these downloads through BlueStacks for all of the games. I'd really appreciate it if you use those links. Not sponsored, but it does help me out when you click them. So that makes a world of difference. So let's get into the first game here, Aurora Legend. And Aurora Legends is an idle game, I-D-L-E, and that'll make more sense later. It's an idle game that is just really fun to me. It's my heartwarming game right now, or one of them anyway, and it just is relaxing fun. It's one of those games you can pick up and play to the maximum in like 5-10 minutes a day, or if you really want to go a little more in depth, you can spend a lot more time a day playing, kind of min-maxing your runes and stuff like that. So just to get things started, our guild is on Land of Ashes. We have 132 people in it right now, and we can add more. So if you want to join us, join Land of Ashes Guild Mangoville, and I would love to see you there. And that's one of the cool parts about this game that I really like. If we go into the Maelstrom, which is our guild area, there's just so much stuff. Like, there are so very much stuff. So this is floor 1. We can see people just digging away here. There's a bunch of different other floors, and you unlock it each week, and everybody in the guild can go towards this. So all 160 members in the guild could be here at the same time if we wanted to. So there's mines here, there's portals, there's clouds, and you kind of just get rid of the clouds and get stuff going. And if we click here, this is the map for one of the floors. Each of those is one tile, so you can get an idea of how big it is. I just love this feature, and it makes me really happy. So I'm gonna go start mining, and there we go. So we're starting mining, and we can just leave for now, click somewhere else. And that's one of my other cool things, is it lets you do so many different things at once. So let's say I'm like autoing this stage here, which is what I like to do because I really want to upgrade one of my characters. I'm able to just start this here, and then I can start doing stuff, and then I can go open up a quest, start doing this if I want, and then I can go PvP if I want at the same time, and I can switch through each thing individually and have no problems. Like, it saves everything perfectly. I love it. And speaking of PvP, I made it to the round of 32 for the first time, and I'm really excited, and I cannot wait to get bodied. I'm not sure who I'm against yet, but they have daily championships where the top PvPers fight against each other, and you can bet towards them. That's another really fun point here. The other thing is, the events in this game are just so weird. Like, they're just straight up weird, I'm not gonna lie. They are just the weirdest things ever. Last time I played Battleship with Mines, now I am rolling dice going in a circle. This is the current event, or one of the current events, and I can roll between 1 to 6, and I can select 1 to 3 and 4 to 6. So if I want to, I can roll 1 to 6, or if I click 3, I can roll 3 to 6, or I can roll 3 to 4. And then you get different things depending on what you roll, where you land. See, I landed on a monster, so I lost some supply, but also got some treasure. And then we cleared the map, and we do it again. And it's just, I don't know why, but it's a lot of fun. There's also some other really cool things. Like, if we look at a quest here, I don't really want to do a quest because they're really, it'll take a bit of time. But you can just errand them if you want, which means you can hit Aaron, and it gives you 100% of the wards. So if you don't want to play them, you can just skip them. But I honestly really enjoy doing them, so I like doing them anyway. And there's a couple ways you can do it. Let's just go into one here. I don't really want to do one of these. Let's refresh and try to get something good. I shouldn't be doing this, but this guarantees a legendary quest on my second one, so it's might as well do it just for you guys, right? So we can go in here. Oh, there's no monsters in this one, so we'll do this one instead. So this is the quest area in the game where you basically just do your thing. There's a battle pack you can buy for $13.99 Canadian a month, so probably 10 bucks US, that allows you to do a casual mode, it's called. where you just hit quick add and it runs around and does stuff for you. Or you can manually walk. I personally hit casual, hit auto, and then just watch it do it because it's fun. This is the battle system. It's very auto. You have combos on the bottom, and it's just heartwarming. This isn't a game you're gonna play 24/7 like Epic 7, but it is a game where you're gonna enjoy each and every part. And if you're not enjoying each and every part, you can skip through it relatively easily. And as we can see here, I love that skin. As we can see here, we can click out, and they're still doing their thing in the background, so that's fine. And we're still auto farming here. It's just amazing. Just to give you a quick look at some of the characters here, we can click through. I just completed the quest. That's so cool. We can click through the characters. There's a cat. There's everything. The VAs are also amazing. Yeah, I'm not really sure what else to say about this game, but join Land of Ashes Mangoville if you want to join us. Link description below. I will say there are a lot of walls in this game. You will hit walls full stop, and you'll have to wait like a couple days to really pass it because a lot of this is passive leveling through time. There's a lot of expensive packs you can buy to really progress faster, but that's what I like about this game. You don't need to buy those to have fun. The summoning is also slightly different, where you can summon pieces, but you can farm 99% of the stuff in the game. Like right now, I'm farming towards one of my 3 stars here in Fia. And the only things you can't really farm like that are limited units, which they do give you enough to summon the limited units every time they come, so it's not a worry at all. Yeah, that's it for Aurora Legends. I love this game. I think this is #1 on my list right now in terms of fun. Like actual just unbridled joy, you know, like just really happy fun. Let's get on to the next game here. The next game here is another idle game. These are the only 2 idle games I have here, but there is another idle game, not idle. This is AFK Arena. This is on my least of list in terms of fun. It's basically the same idea as Aurora Legend. Lots of AFK-ness, lots of heroes you can summon, lots of stuff you can farm. Basically, way more AFK though. This is one you're gonna hit 1 billion walls. And I only play this for 5 to 10 minutes a day tops usually. Like I usually come in, click this chest, and then like maybe summon, and that's it. But the coolest part in this game is the Arcane Labyrinth, and I did unlock it so I can show you. This is a tower of sorts, and there's 3 little stages. So if we want, we can click on Abandoned Wagon, and this can choose a hero to add to my team, or we can fight a battle, and this gives us a relic. I like getting the relics, so what we do is pick our team, and at the end of it, we get to choose a relic. It gets really easy at the start, and then it just gets harder and harder and harder as you go, and the relics you get sort of kind of support you through. So you have to balance the relics you get, who you fight, to make it a little better. So we can see here, we've got, when using Talon Strike, Verk will fire 3 bolts per shot. So just ups Verk, who I don't have in my team right now. His abilities, we have factional damage bonuses, and we restore the weakest team's HP. So I'm going to do factional damage here. And then let's go to the Abandoned Wagon just to show you guys we can pick a hero to. Now we can pick any one of these heroes and kind of add them to our team for the rest of this run. And anytime somebody dies, you can fill them in with somebody else. So now that we have that guy there, we can put him in. And now he does his thing back there. There's also really cool factional advantages. Like, for example, this guy here, my 2 tanks and my Belinda in the middle there are all the same faction, so I do get a faction bonus from that. And that kind of makes it so you might want to use different teams or different people because of that. And basically you just climb the tower. We got a legendary one there too, and every tower run you do resets. So I'm going to take the legendary, and then you just keep climbing and climbing and climbing, and eventually you get a chest at the end, fight a boss, and then there's a 2nd floor and a 3rd floor. And this unfortunately resets every 48 hours, so you can only do it once every 2 days, and that's definitely the most exciting part of this game for me. There's also something called the Peaks of Time, and there's a lot of them, but I'm not really able to do them yet. And these are the same sort of idea. We can go into them here, and then it's a little question area, and the art in this game is what drew me in, by the way. It's the only reason I picked it up was because of the art. Same sort of idea here, and it's like a little questing area. You have to go different paths, depending on which paths you take. Different paths close, different paths open up. Tons of rewards too, and there's a ton of different heroes you can recruit along the way just for funsies for this stage. This one is too hard for me though, but it's nice to see. So after this, we can see this vine grew. So it makes it hard to go this way, but we can choose another way. We can go over here. We can go down here. We can head up here. There's so many different ways we can go. What else about this game? There are quests to send stuff out, but everything is basically just, it is what it is. It's an idle game. If you want to join our guild, it's full right now, but I can delete some people for you. We're on server 96, I think, and the guild name is Mangoville. Description below if you want to download this game and play with me too. This is one it really doesn't take long a day to do, so it's really satisfying for what we do. And I'm almost at another summon, so I'm too bad I can't show you that here. Okay, so next up is Review Starlight, and while this isn't another idle game, it is an idle game, and it is technically like kind of idleable at the same time. Think of this as just like a super happy, fun visual novel game with gacha elements. The characters are endless, the story is endless, the VAs are endless. We'll click through some right here. This one's my waifu, you can't have her name is Shizuo Kocho. Just a bunch of cool things. There's different ways you can level them up too, like you can potential bloom, which is basically upgrade their star rating. You can level them up. They all have skill panels as well, which you can get different stats and farm. Really cool. You can also give them gifts because who wouldn't want to do that? There's also a little theater area, and again, description below to download the game. We can receive all here, and I want to show you how fast I can do my daily. So if you're worried about playing another gacha game because it takes too much time, I just want to show you how fast some of these are. That's all voiced and everything too if you want, but I'm skipping through it because they're just stamina stuff I can get. So we'll skip through. Perfect, so that's all our things there. So just to show you how fast you can spend your stamina and actually like play, in quotes, this game. I can click on stage, go to event. I've already done my potential bloom today, but these are the 3 main daily things, and there's a lot of skip tickets in this game. You don't even consume anything, you just don't get XP. So it takes me 3 seconds to do that. It takes me 3 seconds to do this. It takes me 3 seconds to do this. I can't do the hardest one yet, so I'm just gonna skip this bottom one. And then what I can do is go to my stage girls, find somebody I want to skill up. Let's see her. So I need these adorable toe shoe pieces to level it up. What I can do is click on it, go to the stage, it drops in, and just skip it a ton of times. I have 2 out of 3 of them, so I can just skip again. Keep skipping, and I'm also getting keys for the current quest right now. So I didn't get any in any of my entire stamina, but that's okay. But what we did was unlock one of the current event bosses, so we can go to that now. And there's tons of story to all this. This is really for the people who love stuff like Love Live, like idle games, like slice of life stuff, you know? This is really for that person, but I want to show you the combat too because it's surprisingly good, and the PvP is actually really fun too. So we'll just select anybody. This is the current event boss. There's a bunch of different stages. The way you get the keys to go into this is, I can manual this too, but I'm autoing it just so I can talk to you guys. You go into regular stages or event stages, you get keys, and then you unlock the boss, and the boss drops lottery tickets, and then you roll for lotteries. And right now, the current event is giving you the girl in the front line for free. So if you want to get her, you have enough time if you start playing now to get her. I've almost got her 6-star. I just need one more batch. So really cool game, really heartwarming game. That's going to be the theme. A lot of these games I use to kind of just make myself happy, you know, like whenever I need that little burst of happiness in my life, this is the type of game I really pick up and just like make myself happy, you know. You just got a smile on my face. Also, whenever you ultimate or whatever in this game, a song plays, one of the songs they perform. You can choose whatever song you want. There's a ton of different songs, so the song playing right now could be something different if you set up a different song. And if you can see, like, it's actually a real gacha game too, which is really cool. Like, actual cool animations, cool abilities. There's balance, there's PvP. PvP is all live PvP as well. So we can see we got 20 thingies there, and we use that to open up the lottery, so we can go do that real quick. And maybe get our last 2 6-star. And we didn't, that's too bad. So what else to say about this game? The gacha is kind of brutal. I'm not gonna lie. I went to pity for the last time, which was really expensive, but I did it anyway. But there's a lot of big summoning events with super increased rates. I also have a reroll guide for this, but it's super outdated already. And I thought this was really funny. Oh, it's gone now, it's gone now. There was a pack you could buy that gave you a chance to actually win a trip to Taiwan or something like that. I've never seen that in a gacha game, but super cool. Anyways, we've completed most of our quests already for the day. There's a couple other things we need to do, but it's nothing important. But all of this is going to give us a ton more stamina. So we're going to go spend that again really quick. Again, just to show you like how fast this game is to play if you're really looking for another casual game. And again, another one you can spend a lot of time in if you like the PvP. We're going to skill panel, try to get this one again. I'm just going to do 6 of these because... Wow, I didn't get it in 6. Okay. Let's just do all of it. But you can try to... Wow! Okay. Okay, that's rude RNG. That is super rude. Usually it's way better than that. Anyway, you unlock the stuff here. You just hit batch unlock and it can unlock stuff. But I'm about to 6-star her. I don't want to do this yet because I'm low on gold. So that is it for this game so far. You can see all the characters. There's so many. There's also really great art. If we take a look at the characters here, like that's my profile pic. But if we take a look at Kaoroko, she was my original favorite. And you can see her art, zoom in and everything. Really cool. You can also see their profile. Like, this is the type of thing. She likes perfumes, including scent bags and incense. She hates homework. She likes Japanese confectionery for her favorite food, cheap candy and snacks, and she dislikes onions. So if that's the type of thing that interests you, that's the type of game this is. Obviously, this isn't for everybody, but it is definitely for me. On to the next one. Next up is Raid. Raid is one of those games I didn't think I was going to like. I honestly thought I was very much going to dislike this game when I was first contacted by them, but now it's become basically my favorite. There's a lot of downsides to this game, I'm not going to lie. Like, they try to push packs on you. There's a lot of stuff I really don't like about this game, but the general base behind it, the grind, the summoning, everything about it kind of makes me love it. And this is another old school gacha type game. So think of a game from a long time ago where you had to work towards everything instead of everything given to you. And that really shows in the game's ability to diversify stuff. Like, for example, in Epic 7, I'm going to relate to Epic 7 a lot just because I know a lot of you are Epic 7 players. For example, in Epic 7, everybody has essentially the same units. Like, everybody shares 75% of the same units as everybody else. But in Raid, because summons are so few and far between, they're much more rare and there's a ton more units. Because of that, everybody uses something different. So I'm level 38 right now, and it took me quite a while to get to 38. And anybody else that is level 38 is probably going to have a completely different monster pool. So they're going to be using people I've never even seen before. They're going to be using different equipment. Because of that, they'll use different strategies. Everything about it kind of makes me really happy, and it reminds me of like the old days of games. There's no banners in this game, so like, for example, when a new unit like Bologna comes out, for example, everybody doesn't immediately get her. Only a few people that get lucky get her, and everybody else kind of gets what they get, you know? Like, we just have a completely different pool, and it just makes the game really fun. And that's not for everybody. Let me get that straight. A lot of people don't enjoy that, but I personally do because of the diversification of everything, and just it makes everything so much more fun. So this game, I've done some full videos on it. If you want to download it, link description below. You can join Guild Mangoville. Just let me know on Discord with your PM name, and we can talk about it. So this game, think of it as Epic 7 with more stamina and more grinding, or less grinding, depending on how you look at it. There's a ton of different game modes. PvP is fantastic, especially since right now they put me personally in the game as a competitor, which makes me really happy. Like, we can see Booferet's here, another Raid player, and I can fight him there. They pop up at the top, other YouTubers. It's just super cool. and super awesome of them to do that. Like, it's not much effort for them to do that, but the amount it helps us is amazing. And the amount of people I've had send me PMs being like, hey, I just got wrecked by your team, just like makes my eyes light up. So this is my PvP team here. I have some pretty good AoE that I just picked up and I just upgraded. So I should just one-shot this guy. Almost, but we'll two-shot him here. But yeah, this game is full of everything. Like, I don't really know what else to say about it, but there are so many things you can do in this game. So many ways to increase your power level, so many ways to grind, so many ways to customize your account so it's different than somebody else's. Just so many things you can do, and I'm in love with it right now. This is definitely a game, though, that is going to take a large amount of time. There is a lot of stamina given, and there's a lot of grinding. So if that's not something you're into, this is not the game for you. But if you're like me and you want to grind, you want to play all day, you want to have fun, you want to build new units, you want to get a little better at each little thing, you want to just enjoy yourself in the game and see progression, definitely the game. I really love if you guys pick this game up, because I really want more people to talk about it with. And you can even come fight me, because I'll be waiting in the arena for you to come kick my butt. So that's it for Raid. Again, link description below if you want to download it. On to the next one. Okay, and I think the final game here is going to be Overhit. I don't have a link for this one. It's not out for global yet, but I think this is a really great game. And one thing I want to mention every time I play this game, you guys, is that it looks nothing like it does on my phone when I play it on my computer. So keep that in mind. This is just a really great game so far. I know it's Nexon. A lot of people are not happy with that. But I know people say the rates are BS and they lowered the rates, but it's a completely different game. And I want you to look at my box here as a free-to-play player. So far, this is all the units I have. The SSRs, each little yellow thingy there under the name is a dupe I have. Oops, is a dupe I have of them. So this shows I've got 3 blossoms so far. I've got 2 or 3 Estas. I've got an extra Ash. Like, there's so many things. And the other cool thing is right now, SRs are more powerful than most double SRs. So you can use stuff like this SR, this SR, this SR, like these for your teams, and Be Fine is free to play. I have all of this as free to play. Actually, I think I've spent like 10 bucks just before anybody gets mad at me. I think I bought one like $10 pack for funsies. And there's so much customization because we look into each unit. Let's look at who's one. I really like Eleanor. She's an SR or just an SR, and you can upgrade her skills, you can upgrade her abilities, you can do all sorts of things. So all of these little stats you can increase with these potion thingies here. You can also raise their level cap with dupes. You can upgrade her grade from A to S. There's so many different things you can do. There's also gear as well. And we can see all the different stats on the gear and everything. It doesn't cost anything to unequip either, which is a big thing for people. What else is there? There's a ton of stuff you can do daily, and the gacha is actually very generous. A lot of people do not agree with that, but the gacha is super generous, to me at least. 2% rates, and every 10 you get a guaranteed SSR. And there's also this right here, which guarantees an SSR for 300, which is really easy to get. They give you a ton of free currency. And while this is Nexon, they are the most generous game I'm playing right now, I would say. Like, I feel like I've got more from this game as a free player than any other I've played lately. I don't know if that's going to change, but it's just, yeah, I love her so much when she does that. She's my favorite. But it's just great. A lot of the gear right now comes from our raids as well, and maybe we can show you a raid really quick here. One thing I will mention, this game looks fantastic, but it's nowhere near polished yet. The load times are pretty bad. The responsiveness on clicks are pretty bad. How the battles work is sometimes pretty bad. There's a lot of very bad things about this game. But at the same time, there's so many good things that make me want to keep playing that it's well worth it. And this is my team right now. I'm using 4 SRs and 1 double SR, and this is the one we get for free. You get Ash for free, so just give you an idea of like how important SRs are and limit breaking them. This is one of the raid bots, Fafnir, and you basically play it on auto, but you can also like queue up your abilities, and it doesn't look the best in combat, especially on this emulator right now. but it works. And I'm pretty sure they're gonna tune the way the combat works in the near future. So you can see my team here. Again, sorry for the way it looks. And you can preset skills and they queue it up and use it whenever they're available. So I'm going to use Voltaic Savior, which is my main Ashes ability. And this can do defense down. I can then do a defense buff / healing from Cicero, who's overpowered, by the way. So is my little cat bot in the corner. And then I'm going to use my Egyptian girl here, Amity. Or Amati, not Amity, not the Fire Emblem sword. And she can land poison. If she lands poison, I can chain into another ability, which is really cool too. So Seal of Death, any poison? No, we didn't get poison, so we're going to switch off and use this guy's poison instead and see if we can land one. And then we're going to queue up a heal too, because I know I'm going to need a heal. I might even need it before this too, but we're gonna try to push it. We got a counter there too, which is nice. We didn't get a poison either, so that sucks. So we're going to heal up and start our rotation again and try to get some chain damage in, because that's huge damage. And our attack debuff wore off, so we're going to try to land that first. Then we're going to defense buff up and just do the same sort of rotation to try to get that in. And again, you can auto this, but this is where your best gear comes from. And getting your extra damage in is so important in this game. For raids, they respawn every 2 hours or something like that per attack, so you only have to do this every now and then. But I enjoy doing it. There's also harder level dragons I can do, but this is the highest I can like reliably get a good amount of damage on. Or Cicero's getting his butt kicked right now. Kind of hoping we don't land poison. If we land poison, we might have our Cicero die, but we're gonna go for it anyway. Wow, would you please poison something? So we're gonna heal up with our catnap. That catbot is so insane. Does a huge amount of DPS too. Punches stuff in the face, removes their debuffs. So we're gonna try our poison again. Success rate 30%. That's not very high. I guess that's why the chain doesn't happen too much. But it adds so much damage when you can chain. Not looking like we got it, so yeah, we're gonna do the same sort of rotation. We're gonna go a whole Fafnir battle without one poison. Usually I can do about 150k to this. A lot of other people are doing 300+k. I have no idea how they're doing it. I guess different SRs than I'm using. Because I sure as heck can't get anywhere near that. PvP is also not very good right now. Like, it's there, but it's just a tank fest right now, and nobody can kill anybody, at least in my level. We all just hit each other and then heal up and hit each other and heal up and hit each other and heal up. It's really frustrating, but I am still enjoying it. There's a couple really important points about this game I'll try to cover soon, just because if you do start playing, I don't want you to screw this up like I did. And that's where a lot of your gear comes from. The gear is completely random, I think. Like, each individual piece has set things it can roll, but in general, substats on the gear are pretty random. We're just never going to land poison, eh? There we go, we got a chain. Okay, we can land poison. We can also land this on Ash, but I don't think we're going to be able to because it's a very short window. You have to do it like right after, but we'll get an extra hit on Amity's Grand Rebuke here. And you can see it did 11,000 with the chain, way more damage than anything else I've done this time. We are also out of time, so I'm just gonna try to get one attack in before we go. Nice. It didn't count. Good try there, buddy. Good try, Ash. So we could see I did 109k, and then everybody else can attack it too. So if we go into the raid, we can see I'm in first place right now, and you get points depending on which place you go into. And you can see other people have attacked certain ones. There's not many open right now for this boss. Usually there's a lot more. This is the level 8 people are trying to do and getting bodied. I can do about 100k to the level 8 one too, but not everybody can, so it usually just doesn't die. Okay, so the important part about gear in this game is you can synthesize stuff to the next tier, and a lot of people don't know because it's just sort of hiding here and wasn't really shown in game. So what you do is get 4 of the same piece, and then you can turn it into a piece of something higher level. I don't think I have anything to do it now, but for example, I could upgrade these 4 pieces here, these defense boosts. They don't even have to be gear. They can just be the boosting material up to max. So level 40 out of 40 there, and then combine all 4 into a 5-star, and that gives you a 5-star. You can do that with any tier, but it's really only worth it for a 4-star to 5-star tier. So keep that in mind. Don't throw away anything material 4 or higher, because that was a big mistake I did. And again, as always, we have a guild, Mangoville. I would love to see you join, and I think this game is going to do pretty well once it's released globally. I'm crossing my fingers that they don't screw with my server and give us a fresh server when you guys come out, because I'll be really sad. I think they might, just because why not screw the Canadians for once, but I guess we'll see. There's also the packs here. Actually really decently valued. So I bought this one. I think I bought these 3. I still have the 40 pack and the 50 pack to buy. $30 US, you get an SSR, a 10-fold summon. This one you get 6 SSR to or SR to SSR tickets. Like, actually good value for the packs. I'm not sure if the non-value packs are good, but actually really good value. There's also the package shop here, the level up pack. I'm kind of waiting to buy this just in case they switch servers, but if they keep servers the same, I will buy this. It gives you 815 gems for leveling up and $30 US dollars. That is 5 10-folds for $30, which is just nuts. So yeah, there's a lot of cool things about this game, a lot of downfalls too, and I'm playing it just in case it turns out to be really amazing, and I am really enjoying it. And that's one thing I want to get across too, is when you pick up a gacha game and it's from Nexon and you're like, I'm not going to play Nexon, they're going to run it into the ground. Who cares? Let them do what they want. Play it, have a lot of fun while you're doing it, and then like jump ship if you want to. Just don't open your wallet, don't spend $1 billion, and just kind of enjoy it. These are the people are kind of pissed off about. There's SSRs that are like super rare, and there's URs as well that are also super rare. And you can only get them from shards basically. So that's what people are mad about, but I'm not even worried about it. I'm just having a heck of a lot of fun. Ooh, one thing I can show you too is the arena, just to show you how many, even in the top tier arena right now, are not using SSRs and instead are using SRs. There's going to be a lot of SSRs too, but in general, shout out to Kilvion, #1 right now. Congrats. So we can see here I'm rank 117, and we look at the top people. This is the #1 player, Kilvion, right now. 4 SRs and 1 SSR. Second place, 2 SSRs. One of them is the free one. And you can see there are a ton of different teams here. There's a couple standouts. Like, obviously, Cicero is ridiculously overpowered. And he's an SR right now, but it also gives you a free tank for the best tank in the game right now, basically. So yeah, you can see a ton of different people here. I can't wait to climb up a little bit, and I'm really excited. So I think that's it for today. All those games are the main ones I'm playing. Obviously, I'm playing Epic 7 as well, but you all know about that already, so I figured I would talk about other games. If you want me to try out a specific game, let me know in the description below. These are just the ones. A mango! Excuse me? Excuse me. Get out of here, buddy. If you want me to try out a specific game, let me know in the description below, and I will give it my best shot. But in general, I'm really happy with every game right now. Like, every game has a different part that kind of fills in the blanks for me. I have got my 2 staple long-term super grind games in Raid and Epic 7, and then I've got my couple idle games, and then I've got a couple in between, like overhits. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe as always. It helps me out so much, and you can tune into more of my content that way. I'll see y'all later. Bye, everybody.